FBI. Yep. Yep. Got it, right away.
Oh, action beats reaction. One hand grabs the wrist, the other hand grabs the top of the slide. Secure the weapon, jab to the face, knee to the nuts. All right? In a gunfight, play dirty, boys, whatever it takes.
Scott, major operation is about to land in your area.
Well, I'm not good at it anymore. I mean, but yeah, but I was a baby. So we moved to Guadalajara when I was a baby, when I was just born. So I lived there for 5 years. Spanish was my first language. But we moved back to the States, you know, and like I'm the youngest of 6. Mm-hmm. So my family speaks it, like all my sisters and brothers, they speak it really well. They're much older than me. So they retained it much more than I did. I'm okay. But, you know, my wife is Argentine, so.
So how is to live in Budapest? So,
oh, it's great. I mean, it feels great.
Yeah.
You know, it's just an adjustment. You know, it's a culture shock. You know, it's one thing. Like, I mean, I'm sure you know. I mean, it's one thing visiting a country or taking a vacation, but taking yourself and moving your life completely to somewhere that you've never been and you know nothing about. Yeah, it's a huge commitment. I think the culture is. I got to navigate it. It's something that I haven't fully wrapped my head around yet. You know, here in Budapest, the Hungarian culture, you know, it's a very depressed culture for many years, and so when they got out of the rule of Russia, so there's a lot of more understanding that I have to do with the people here. The younger generation is flourishing, and the younger generation is kind of making the stepping stones forward. But you know, you have the prime minister here who's super conservative and very stuck in his ways, and there's a lot of negativity here with that politically. I don't want to get into it because I'm not a politician. It's there's a I don't know, there's a lot of bad blood in the water.
You know, in the 60s, you know, the United States used a lot of interventionism in different countries, you know, Vietnam and also Europe. Yeah. And now in this show, you have to work with the local police because otherwise it would be like, this is an imperial invasion.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. It's true. But did you know? I don't know. Maybe you don't know. I mean, the FBI was founded. I mean, it was founded. The program, the international program, was founded during World War II. Mm-hmm. And it was because of the Nazis, and it was because of the intel that was wrong. Originally, it was the FBI, and then it kind of became the CSI, and then that worked for a while, and it still is to this day. But it's more of a gathering of information and intelligence information. And then the FBI was refounded again back into Europe in the 1960s. And so, but now they're very prevalent, and they deal on the ground more so than the CSI. The CSI is very, it's more of an information gathering kind of spy, espionage kind of thing. But so the FBI is true. They are here. They train actually down the street. You have a whole program here that they train the local police.
You brought back the spy show from the 60s.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's kind of spy, but it really is more political. It's you know, these host countries, whether it's Argentina, whether it's any country, really. The FBI, I mean, they have to abide by the laws of that country. But I think it's they help a lot too. I mean, the majority of the international FBI is to not only solve the crimes for U.S. citizens, but also to teach these local police departments how they operate and what they do. I mean, it's the federal. They're the number one police department of the United States. I mean, they're the top dogs. So They got a lot. They got a lot. They're massive. They're huge. It's a huge organization. It's unbelievable. Couldn't even tell you how many departments this place has. It's unbelievable.
The show has been renewed up until the third season so far. So
Yeah.
how do you see yourself living in Budapest for 2 more years?
I'm here, man. I'm just here. I'm getting used to it. That's the thing, it's easy. We're all chameleons, and so we get used to something. So yeah, I'm getting used to living here for sure. Yeah, and look, look, everybody here is really wonderful, and the fact I didn't know how small Europe was because I came to, like, I've done press junkets for other TV shows, other movies. I did one in London years and years ago. And I had never really. I did a movie recently with me and Jonathan Rhys Meyers. I did a movie in Latvia, in Riga. But I never really spent a significant amount of time in Europe. And so now that I'm here, I'm realizing, wow, how small it is. Like I got on a plane the other day to go to Italy, and I've always wanted to go to Italy my whole life. It was a big dream of mine. I was like, oh, but it's so far, when you live in the States. And then I get on a plane, it's a 55-minute plane ride. I'm like, what the hell? I can just jump over there for 50 bucks. 50 bucks, I'm out. Like, I'll go to Italy. That's so cool.
That was Deputy Defense Minister Fadir Rocha, 58, hawk who has the ears of Zelensky.
Kent flees here to take sanctuary with a friend, but he knows it's temporary. We'll find him.
Sooner than he thought.
So he has to reach out for help wherever he can get it.
And then he trades the blackmail material for protection in a non-extraditable country.
That's how I see it.
In the pilot, you're talking about Zelensky and something that basically Ukraine is like home of corruption. And then it was aired in September in the States, and a couple of months after there was the invasion from Russia to Ukraine. So it's interesting how the tables are turned and how the politics, the geopolitics are easily, turning 180 degrees in a couple of months.
Right. Yeah. No. Well, look, it's awful. It's awful what's happening in Russia and with Ukraine. We have here. So I support. I support a lot of the Ukrainian refugees that have come to the States, and we help house them here, and pay for their housing board. And so we've done quite a number of families already, and it's they come in loads here. They continually come, and so they've set up tents down here for the people. But we've me and my wife, we've gone down personally and helped all these people as much as we can. We can offer back only so much, but to give back to these people because they come with nothing. They come absolutely nothing, and it's such tragedy. And I would not go back to politics or whatever, but it's a shame. I mean, it's kind of a shame what this prime minister is doing to these people here. It's kind of unbelievable. Giving them, he's allowing them to come, but he's only giving them so much time, So it's taking the people that truly care in the community to help them, because the government is only giving them so much help, and so we're trying to like build that buffer for them and help them as much as you can. They're the people that I work with are helping, and in my industry and with the show, we're helping as much as we can. And I've got my camera department. One of the greatest men that I know, his name is Richard, and he housed 3 families himself, 2 as well. So like nine people. So yeah, we're banding together in the house, the apartment that I live in, the living quarters. Their company is helping a lot. They have downstairs. They've turned the common area is now for the Ukrainian families to come, and they feed them breakfast every day. And so there are people out there that are trying to help. And it is beautiful to see. The politics and the other shit is I can't do